Good evening, class. My name is Brittany Christinger, and I was tasked with the chapter of Chapter 8. It's Escrows and Title Insurance. I'm going to go with the approach of title insurance rather than escrow, just because I really didn't know much about either, and we obviously had to choose one or the other. And I'm going to kind of just go over the types of insurance policies that are offered and share with you my point of view, what I was able to gather from all of this. Now, I have bought a home in the past. It was through my ex-husband's name. The loan was through him. But as I was going through the process, I never really paid attention to all the boxes that were checked and what things were for. And so this was kind of an eye-opening chapter as to everything that was behind the scenes that I should have been reading and understanding, and we weren't really walked through when we went through it the first time. But so we're gonna go ahead and just dive into this. Hopefully you're able to take something away, and hopefully I'm able to better understand what's going on. And if you're anything like me, this is probably your 20th time trying to make the video and have nothing go wrong during it. So we're gonna get into this. At this point, we have already gotten a buyer for our seller, or we found our buyer the perfect house. We've rolled into escrow, gotten that process started, and now we're going into the title insurance. Now, title insurance protects or insures the lender and property owner against losses from imperfections in regards to a title. Now, those imperfections are going to be liens, judgments, forgeries, mistakes in public records. Just an overall kind of glance on that. Now, there are important functions of the title insurance. It gives us a search of title records, which is who's had the property before, who is on the property, and all of that. It examines off-record risks such as unpaid tax liens, defective deeds. So it goes along with the imperfections that I had already brought up. It interprets the legality of the records and insures against economic loss. There are 3 types of title insurance policies that it went over in Chapter 8. One of them is the California Land Title Association. It is a state trade association that insures against all items of record and off record, such as invalid deed delivery, expenses incurred in defending the title, unrecorded federal estate tax liens, and forgeries. Again, those things are really coming up, so obviously it's a very important part of the whole buying process. That's why we have title insurance. We also discussed ALTA or ALTA, which is the American Land Title Association policy. It insures against all of the CLTA, so the California Land Title Association risk, but it also covers even more than that. It's an extended coverage policy. It's usually required by California lenders or out-of-state lenders who have not made a personal inspection of the property. There is also an ALTA R, so American Land Title Association Policy R, which is recommended for units that are owner-occupied, that are 1 to 4 units, dwellings. And since the property lines are already established, the title company does not need to do a survey, giving the buyer more coverage for the same price with this policy. Now, the really cool thing that I came across in this chapter was the fact that depending on where you are in the state of California, who pays for the title insurance fees. So if you're in Northern California, the buyer covers the title insurance fees. If you're in Southern California, the seller pays the title insurance fees, which I thought was kind of interesting, but I guess it's how it is. So overall, still understanding, still trying to get a grasp of all the information that's been given to us in the previous chapters, and obviously in Chapter 8. I feel like I might understand just a little bit more, and look forward to rereading the chapter and gleaning more knowledge from it. All right, thank you so much for listening.